Hi friends, my name is Nikolai and I've been on Twitch regularly since 2013, maybe 2014, and I've been streaming since 2018. And I want to talk about my biggest pet peeve about this website, and that's people sharing it for no reason at all. And I might actually make more videos about like topics that like come to my mind, but first of all, I actually want to talk about DMCA. And you'll have to excuse me because I'm usually on the streamer side than the video side, but we're gonna see how this goes. First of all, we need to have like a rundown on what DMCA actually is, and Twitch put it like this when they made a post about it. Is that first of all, a quick review of what DMCA actually is. The DMCA Millennium Copyright Act is it's basically a set of laws that allows you to create and share content. But the DMCA also says you can copyright strike other people and remove their content when you don't use it with your permission, which is what they're like explaining here. That like this includes removing the content, sharing the details with the channel owner, and tracking the allegation. And the DMCA takedowns are like important because this actually affects your ability to stream, and they have to do this. This is nothing they can do with. Twitch can't like actually have any say in this. They have to comply with the laws, and they ban accounts when who repeatedly infringe the copyrights of others. And on Twitch, you have to get 3 strikes before you get banned, before your account gets terminated. This policy is important because we respect the rights of all creators, including those who create and record music, as well as the rights of those who own and control the copyrights. As a company that is built around a community of people who create content, we take allegations of copyright infringement seriously, which I think is kind of funny because the whole DMCA craze is it's only about companies wanting to make money, and this does not it honestly does not represent the vision of of Twitch at all, because if anything, they're removing content about people having fun with their music and sharing it with others, which I will mostly actually come back to earlier. Or no, earlier, I say later. But yeah, this means that Twitch actually has no say whatsoever in DMCA takedowns. And this all led to an email later, like in November 2020, that everyone that was affected by when I think it was the RIAA sent a truckload of copyright strikes to streamers, saying that they've deleted the clip in question and think you should delete other clips and videos that might have copyrighted content in it. And I think this is pretty much as good as a rundown you can get from this. And there's 3 talking points that I want to mention, like from my opinion when it comes to this. Number 1, there's no new rule from Twitch's side when it comes to DMCA, but it's also important to say that it has never, ever, ever been allowed to share music you don't have rights to on Twitch. If one should be allowed to is maybe something I will come back to, but I want to mainly talk about like the whole craze that has been happening recently. But yeah, there's no new rules of terms of service or a community guideline as a result of this aftermath that's been happening. Twitch still mutes your VODs, and from now on they also delete your clips automatically if they contain music. Everything is just as it used to be for most people, honestly. But there might be an ever so slightly higher risk of getting a strike on your channel. The strike process is still as manual as it gets, but this both might, or you can just as well say it's going to change in the future. Number 2 is that the heat of the problem is not necessarily on Twitch's side, but their lack of tools to help out for people who want to check their content has been 100% their fault. There's no doubt about it. Until very recently, the only way to mask the clips or your VODs has been through third-party services, which ultimately is an issue because a company, I'm very sure that this actually goes against their own guidelines, that you can't use third-party tools to do this. Maybe they've like looked at the other side when it comes to actually this, because I actually know that they paused striking channels for a while so they could like actually clean up their content, but still it's very like almost double standard that the only way to like mass delete your clips, if you know for example that you have a lot of like copyrighted content on them, the only way you can do it is to use third-party services that might be harmful to your Twitch account. Even the last talking points that I want to go through is that it's okay to be angry at Twitch because they never provided enough information or tools to fix this until very recently, actually. But if there's anything that should change is the DMCA rule set. We already know how little money services like Spotify actually give to the creators, but I can only mostly talk about my own experience when it comes to like this, but one of the biggest ways I actually discover music is through others. Right? And that's what these rules should also embrace too in such modern times. But I also think it's worth mentioning that I hope Twitch also watches their competitors and other video platform services recently breaking deals with Sony and Facebook Gaming actually buying up rights for their streamers so they can stream carefree without actually getting strikes on their channels. It's important to embrace that we're actually going into times right now where music actually only goes viral because of TikTok. What if we find a song that actually goes viral only because of Twitch? But maybe that piece of content will get removed because of DMCA laws. I think this about sums up my thoughts about DMCA on Twitch recently. And if anything, to sum it up, there's no new rule to not play music you don't own rights to, but Twitch has no say in takedowns on your channel. It's a law, not a rule. Greedy multi-million-dollar companies want their cent per stream, and that's why they strike you. I hope you might have found this video informative, and I might be making other videos about issues that I find on this platform. See ya.